This episode is brought to you by Huel. Between hitting work deadlines and exercising, eating healthy food feels difficult. Thankfully, Huel Black Edition has your back. Each 400-calorie meal contains a scientifically calibrated mix of 40 grams of premium plant protein, carbs, fats, fiber, and 27 essential vitamins and minerals. It comes in 9 flavors and costs $2.50 per meal. All you have to do is shake. To get a free t-shirt and shaker and free delivery, go to Huel.com/US.
This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 2170. Damaged Fats. What are they and why you should avoid them? By Riley Pearce of freeformfitness.ca. And I'm Dr. Neil Malik, your host and narrator. Hey there, happy middle of the week Wednesday, and welcome back to Optimal Health Daily, where I simply read to you from the best health and fitness blogs for free. And on Fridays, I answer your questions. You can send one in at oldpodcast.com/ask or just send an email to health@oldpodcast.com. Now, today's Wednesday, and like I do every Wednesday, I like to share a little bit of inspiration with you. So, with that, here we go. Quote, "Balance is beautiful." Miyoko Ono. All right, and with that, let's get right to today's post and start optimizing your life. Damaged fats. What are they and why you should avoid them? By Riley Pearce of freeformfitness.ca. If the rise of the ketogenic diet's popularity has done anything, don't worry, this isn't another keto diet blog. It has restarted the conversation about fats. More specifically, good versus bad fats. We have touched on some of this in our various blog posts about fats and cholesterol. This time, we're going to go a little deeper into the topic. Through the industrialization of food manufacturers have come up with ways to cut costs and create cheaper products to help boost their profit margins. In doing this, they have created ingredients that should not otherwise exist. Damaged fats are a scary example of this. Scary because of the effect they have on our body, down to a cellular level. So, what is a damaged fat and why should you avoid them? Listen on to find out. What is a damaged fat? Damaged fats are fats that have been altered by a manufacturing process, typically by condensing the fats and adding heat to hydrogenate them. These become trans fats. Trans is a term in chemistry that describes the orientation of chemical bonds around a double bond. If you think of typical oils that are used in cooking, you have examples like olive oil, canola oil, sunflower oil, soybean oil, and grapeseed oil, to name a few. Now, if you think of the origin of those oils, which ones are naturally oily? Olives are like nature's fat bomb. You squeeze an olive and you get oil. This is a great example of a natural and healthy oil. Olives do not need to be overly processed in order to yield olive oil. But some products are being overused in order to manufacture oil. And what the manufacturers may not have realized while they were cutting costs was that by altering and damaging the fats during processing, they were creating harmful foods for our bodies. Why you should avoid them. Trans fats are so harmful to the body, they can worsen memory, weaken arteries, and change the structure of our cells. Trans fats are actually pro-oxidants, meaning they cause oxidative stress in the body. You've likely heard of antioxidants. Things like dark berries and green tea are all examples of antioxidants and are great for the body because they protect the body from oxidative stress. Oxidative stress has been linked to illnesses like cancer, and so the less we have of it, the better. Also, trans fats prevent a necessary component for healthy blood flow from forming. So the more trans fats you eat, the less you produce this component, prostacyclin for those that are wondering. This in turn leads to weaker blood flow and therefore heart disease and arterial complications. When you consume trans fats, they change the chemical structure of the bad cholesterols, making them the perfect plaque for your arteries, which can lead to heart disease. What's worse is they're finding connections between heart disease risk factors and brain health risk factors. So, if you're consuming a lot of these damaged fats, not only are you putting your heart at risk, but you're also jeopardizing the functionality and health of your brain. If you want to remain sharp and healthy for a long time, it's best to avoid these damaged fats. Here's a list of some of the oils and foods that contain these harmful fats. Hydrogenated oil, partially hydrogenated oil, refined palm oil, fake whipped cream, some margarines, store-bought pastries, chicken nuggets, fried foods from restaurants, most chips and crackers, and most salad dressings and mayonnaise brands. They use cheap damaged oils, so make sure to check the ones that say olive oil on them. Some good news. Canada, for example, has taken action to fully ban trans fats from the food supply. Any food that's manufactured with partially hydrogenated oils will no longer be eligible for sale in Canada. With that said, there is a 2-year grace period for store owners to clear inventory of these items from their shelves. Isn't it gross that these foods can survive on the shelf for 2 years? Definitely something to think about. So moving forward, take a second look at the food labels and ingredients lists in your kitchen and consider switching to some of the healthier, less harmful options. You just listened to the post titled, Damaged Fats. What are they and why you should avoid them? By Riley Pearce of freeformfitness.ca.
This episode is brought to you by Huel. Between hitting work deadlines and exercising, eating healthy food feels difficult. Thankfully, Huel Black Edition has your back. Each 400-calorie meal contains a scientifically calibrated mix of 40 grams of premium plant protein, carbs, fats, fiber, and 27 essential vitamins and minerals. It comes in 9 flavors and costs $2.50 per meal. All you have to do is shake. To get a free t-shirt and shaker and free delivery, go to Huel.com/US.
At Discount Tire, we know your time is valuable. Get 30% shorter average wait time when you buy and book online. Did you know Discount Tire now sells wiper blades? Check out our current deals at DiscountTire.com or stop in and talk to an associate today. Discount Tire. Let's get you taken care of.
Dr. Neal here for my commentary. Nutrition facts labels can be a bit tricky to read. Packaged foods can contain these harmful trans fats, but if you look carefully at the nutrition facts label, you may see that it will list 0 grams of trans fat. The front of the packaging may also market the product as containing 0 grams of trans fat, but sadly, the product may still have some in it. Right now, most health organizations say that no amount of trans fat is safe to consume. So, we need to outsmart the nutrition facts label. How can we do that? Look at the ingredients list. If on the ingredients list you see the words partially hydrogenated oil, then the product still contains trans fat. Even if the product says 0 grams of trans fat per serving, if you see partially hydrogenated oil listed on the ingredients list, it still has trans fat in it. How is that possible? Well, according to U.S. food labeling laws at least, if a product contains 0.5 gram of trans fat or less per serving, food manufacturers can claim it has 0 grams. Sneaky, I know. So, double check the ingredients list to be sure. And again, the key words to look for are partially hydrogenated oil. If you see those words listed, go ahead and choose another product. All right, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening every day. I hope you're having a great week, and I'll see you back here tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.